I want to talk about the fundamentals. The fundamentals, for me personally, grip and vision. I would put sugar as subset of grip. I don't really care if you break it up or not. It does not matter. It's semantics at that point. But the important thing is can I attach to the gun, maintain control over the gun, get it to do something consistent, and can my visual focus be on the target the entire time? So, I'm going to shoot doubles, and I'm going to adhere to the principle that I'm going to hold this gun, I'm going to hold it in consistent pressures, and I'm going to look at the spot. And I want you to tell me how efficient the grip looks, and also what the result was, okay? So, I'm going to violate some of Fabio's principles when it comes to a grip for the purpose of this drill.
That's pretty close to what I was saying.
So,
that's pretty close.
Would you consider this a good grip?
No.
Oh God.
I would consider this a highly inefficient grip, but I'm going to have consistent pressures with my hand, and I'm going to be visually locked onto that black square, okay? That's pretty decent. That's not the best in the world, but it's okay. Yeah. Now, how much mental effort do you think it took me to do that? A lot. Probably a lot. A lot. I was like, man, don't squeeze extra, don't squeeze extra, don't squeeze extra, don't squeeze extra. Black square, black square, black square. That's what's running through my mind the entire time. Okay? Is that perfect? Heck no. If you notice there was like 3 shots low. I'm like, why? Because I'm like, oh, this feels so weird. Let me drag the gun a little bit versus just letting the gun do the thing. Okay? So that's an inefficient grip, but I did the fundamentals. I had good grip, I had a consistent grip, and I had good vision. Now, what happens if I have consistent and efficient grip? How much easier do you think it would be? Like they're in the same spot. They're money every single time. Does that make sense? So, it really doesn't matter to a broad majority of where you put your hand. Just grab the gun. Just grab the gun in some manner. Get consistent. Don't put extra pressure into the gun. Pull the trigger twice and look at the spot. Then we can play with, hey, can I have a more efficient grip? Can I have a more efficient placement? Can I have a more efficient this? Does that make sense? But the principle is not different. Consistent pressure, as fast as I can pull the trigger, and locking onto that spot the entire time. Make sense?
So when he goes like inefficient grip, does the gun behave predictably? I mean, it's only predictive if you do it a million times that way and you know what it's going to look like before you even do it. So the
100%. If it's consistent pressure, what would change?
No, so like how often do you train that way?
Never.
When you do the demo?
Never.
So the gun will behave the same because you've done that demo. But
if I do the
what if I give you my gun and you're holding it at the bottom? You don't know what the pattern's going to be until you do it. Oh, okay. Oh man. Have a good time. Let me put my ears on first.
Okay. So, consistent pressure, and I'm visually locked onto the target. Okay? I'm going to, we'll use the same target. We'll go to the head, okay?
Wait, well, you have to have the jacked up gun. Okay, yeah, come on.
Let's find in the dot first.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to go to the head of the target so y'all see the difference of the shooting, okay? Killed in the street. Is that amazing? No.
That's pretty good though, right?
But it was consistent pressure. I wasn't extra inputting the gun. I was extra inputting the gun a little bit. That's why I'm seeing those kind of low shots. It's consistent pressure. That's all it is. Can there be efficient and inefficient? Yeah, but it's consistent pressure. That's the main thing. Consistent pressure.
So you turn it from a variable to a constant.
Say again?
You turn it from a variable to a constant.
100%. Because if everything is constant, it's going to behave the same way.
It's predictable.
Exactly. Because I'm not driving the gun back down. I'm not.
But you're adjusting your pressure every time. You're introducing unnecessary
100%.
variables every single time.
The only thing that's driving or inputting is my vision. And it's that index piece that we were talking about. My mental side, my vision is driving the gun back down. My arms are not changing pressures. My shoulders, my biceps, my triceps, all of the muscles that I can't name because I'm not freaking health class, whatever it is. It's not moving. It's not increasing pressure, decreasing pressure. It's consistent pressure, and it's just pulling the trigger twice. Does that kind of make sense?
I'm running around the stage. I'm doing the thing. I'm just like trying to shoot on the predictable side of things. because my grip is efficient, the way I've seen it before, it's not a lot of thought process. It's going to do the thing it's supposed to because I've done it a million times. Now, if you want to train like that, you can also learn to make that really good too. That doesn't mean it's the best way to do it. It's just, it works. Now, do I ever, damn it, they hit me. Do I ever come out of the draw when it's like not 100% of what I want? It's maybe like a 90% grip. A little bit low. Yesterday, remember we had a couple.
100%.
Can you still make it work? Yeah. The gun's going to behave a little different than you're used to. So maybe your predictive shooting is going to be like not as predictive. And maybe it goes on a little bit more the reactive side of things because I need to now see a little bit more to make it function. But if you get that perfect grip, the most efficient way to hold the gun, and you've done the doubles with that efficient grip, every time you come out of that holster on that draw, you're like, oh my gosh, they're all going to get it. Because you're like, I'm locked in, I know what this is going to feel like, I know this is going to behave like, I can just go and do my strategies the way I want to. Just plug and play. But, so that's a really good way of like, remember the eyes tell the gun where to go? And then the grip pressure is going to allow it to return on the same path and as quickly as possible. Now, if it's an efficient grip, he's probably going to split maybe a little bit more efficiently because the grip is, you know, like more the right pressure. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Instead of a hope, it's a I've already confirmed to myself that I can do it. Yep. This was me hoping it came back.
Right.
When it was my grip, I knew it was going to come back.
100%.
Did the same exact thing. I haven't confirmed this in practice to myself. This was let's figure it out together. This was, I've confirmed this with thousands of rounds. I know it's coming back right there. Does that make sense?
Yep. All right. Here we go. So let's tape it real quick.